Hi everyone, welcome to this another video in Market Talk YouTube channel. So let us see what happened today in the market and what is the market view. Let us do trend analysis. Before that, let's start with the trading mantra for the day. Before entering a trade, first fix your stop loss. Target is secondary, very important because risk defining is happening there only. If you don't fix your stop loss, if you make a mistake in forgetting to fix a stop loss or fixing a wrong stop loss, both are problem. So you should know how to fix a stop loss. We have seen the anchored VWAP technique where you can know how to fix a stop loss for options and futures. So use the technique and we'll see how it was helping us for today also. So target is secondary. You keep a trailing stop loss and don't fix any particular target. If you keep getting your targets bigger and bigger, just trail the stop loss, and that's the best way to achieve your targets. Okay, so let us see what happened today. So today, if you see the Bank Nifty slightly for a few minutes it went above the Gann midpoint, and most of the day, entire day, it was below the Gann midpoint only, and Nifty also was below the Gann midpoint for the entire day. So it is a very clear trending day except for a few minutes whipsaw in Bank Nifty. However, our power of 2 was not giving any whipsaw at all, and from day beginning, from morning, Bank Nifty was in sell signal only, and Nifty was already in sell signal from Friday itself. So on Friday, what we said was like Bank Nifty has to give a sell signal or Nifty has to give buy signal. So Nifty has not given a sell signal, but Bank Nifty gave a sell signal. So that makes the confirmation that trend is stronger on downtrend. So selling calls or buying puts, both are the two options for you available. Today, the entire day, there is no whipsaw at all in the Gann midpoint for some time. This is the end of the day it is showing, but during the day there is no much whipsaw at all. So once you sell the calls, you have to be sit tight and close by end of the day. That's the only option available. So tomorrow, either we should see some buy signal because it will not continue for a long time. The sell signal, possibly like around when we cross around 11,000 levels, then we will get a sell buy signal in Nifty. And in case of Bank Nifty, 21,200, 21,300 levels, because as and time passes by, the 200 moving average will be keep coming down. By the time price started sustaining this level, 21,000 level, because 21,000 is very important. If you start sustaining 21,000 and start moving outside, by 20,200 around that level, we should get a buy signal. So tomorrow, possible that we can get a buy signal, but you should be cautious because other factors also you should consider. We will see what are those factors also. Coming to the view, definitely is a very bearish candle. As I remember yesterday to Friday, I told about that rule. If 4 days low, okay, I not mentioned that. If you see any candle closing below last 4 days low, then much lower levels can be seen. This is one rule we have to remember. Just to see this rule how it is happening, and also when you see any previous day close below previous day low, that's a signal, another signal also. If you see here, we close below previous day low, we could not close above previous day high. A reversal can be confirmed only any close above previous day high. So always keep previous day high is a stop loss if you are short position now. Arun up has become definitely weak, but Arun down is not becoming strong. This has to become strong and this has to become weak. Both has to come forward to make the bearish move on the downside short. Otherwise, the signal, the strength is weak actually. In case of Bank Nifty, 28,000 level is going to be very crucial. Multiple times we tested and reversed from here on. And if you broke 10,000, 20,000 levels and see any sustained move followed by any strong news on the downside, then we can test even 19,000 levels. But we have to get some strong news, otherwise we can see some whipsaw here actually. We may not break 20,000 sustain. We may get reversal after break 20,000 levels. But definitely Arun up is weak, but Arun down also weak. This has to become strong and then this also become weak. Both can give you by a short signal. So wait for the time. Otherwise, till the time you have to be selling your calls. Heikin Ashi definitely has become stronger. Momentum is increasing. Previously low is broken for Nifty and both Bank Nifty also. So till the time you see a reversal, you should always look for shorting opportunity only and not for any long opportunities. Heikin Ashi will give you enough signal, so nothing to hurry and do any reversal trades. And in case of Nifty, if you see the gap got filled, this gap got filled actually. So we have done the gap filling process in Nifty. And in case Nifty, Bank Nifty also, we got almost a triple bottom here at 21,000 levels. The chance of breaking will be very less. Possible that we can see some reversal from here on, and to up at least 22,000 levels. And some news, only strong news can pull down the Bank Nifty going forward. And also, like, FIs have squared off the position significantly. That's very important thing to know. But a big quantity they have squared off actually. On Friday they are holding 38,000 contracts of futures. Today just holding 3,300 contracts of futures. Around 35,000 futures they have squared off today. Okay, let us see how anchored Bank Nifty futures helped in the anchored VWAP helped in Bank Nifty futures understanding the trend. Starting from 15th July, all these anchored VWAP are, this is the signal where everybody has squared off the positions. Around 22,000 level is where everybody has squared off the positions. If you see here, see the completely 1,000 points move came down. And today also, whoever entered shorts here, they are not allowed the reversal at all. They have been continuously putting selling pressure on the Bank Nifty. So this is how Bank Nifty can put a stop loss and see like how these people are reversing the positions. Who is pushing the prices down? You can see a cluster of all these people are squaring up positions here. Today morning 21,500 was a good opportunity for selling also here. Even if you got almost 300 rupees, if you sold 150 points, you would have got in call option, selling call option. So even if you are not able to capture the 22,000 also, you could have got around 21,500 call options, or 100 points you should have got. So if you are not bother about capturing 500 points, if you get five quantities, 5 lots of 21,500 call short, then it's equal to 1 lot of future what you are getting the reward. Coming to the key data points, so definitely we are getting into oversold zone 0.6 levels. We should see some reversal any point of time, because 0.5, maybe 0.5 maximum we can go and test. Otherwise we are going to see some reversal. Technically there is a reversal pending. We will see what is that when is coming. Tomorrow possibly we can come get in the first 1 or 2 hours after that. The power of 2 is indicating that. And in case of Lakshman Rekha, both are giving a sell signal. We got almost 600 points in Bank Nifty and 220 points in Nifty. And there is a good demand for call options for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. And today, very important thing is we closed below 10,020 DMA, which is 10,960. But not much of the relevance actually, means 50 points only gap is there. Possible if they push, a small push can push the spot above 20 DMA. So we have to be very watchful of whether we got resistance at this level. Any rise we could get resistance at the 20 DMA. And Bank Nifty also got because we have Bank Nifty, we have a long way to go. Around 22,156 is the price, almost 1,000 points away is 20 DMA. So at least we should see 400 points move from this level 22,500. We should be able to see in case of Bank Nifty, because the gap is very high. And in case of futures, if you see FI position, they squared off from yesterday's level 30,000. I will just show you the participant. This is the participant open interest. On Friday they are holding 30,000 contracts. Today they scored off almost 35,000 contracts of futures, and they are holding just 3,300. And in case of long puts, they are holding, they build up 30 to almost 20,000 contracts of long puts actually. And retail are shorted actually. Retail clients are shorted 1,28,000 contracts of puts. So we have to be very cautious. There is a possible that we can see some reversal from here on. So that's the reason the clients have shorted a position. But 10,900 should be protected at any cost. Otherwise the Nifty will become very weak. So long breakout 21,350 is the level for long breakout, and the short breakout 20,800 levels. So chances very less, unless some strong news comes and global clues also is supporting, we may not break 21,000 level. So any dip will be used for shorting the 21,000 puts. In case if you see here key data points also, 21,000 puts are having a strong support actually. Put traders are having strong support. If 20,000 put traders are squaring of the positions, then only we can see some good 300-400 points down move can happen. I don't see. Let us see whether this is happening or not tomorrow. And even highest open interest at 10,800 levels. So these 10,800 also you need to give up so that we can see in down move. Otherwise, we can easily see pull back to 11,000 levels. In case of Nifty, long breakout 10,988. So 11,000, roughly 11,000 levels is what you have to see for 11,000 call option. 61 rupees it is available. In case there is a good opportunity, we have to look for the opportunity. It can go up to 80 rupees also. Sharp breakout is on 10,800. That's where the your highest opponent is also available. So people are using this level for shorting the puts actually. So coming to the Nifty income strategy, so we saw about the option strategy. You need Nifty for working professionals. So where you will take, you see the pain option pain for the day, by end of the day, and then you will buy two strike below. In case of Nifty, it is two strike below. You will buy one lot. At the option pain, you will sell two lots, and above the option pain, two strike above, you will buy one lot. So you can refer to the strategy which I mentioned in the last week video if you're not seen. So today what we have done, so I'm introducing two rules actually. So I have not told all these rules in the beginning itself so that you will be getting confused. Now at the real point of time, when you see the market also and into the strategy, it takes hardly just 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes to make the adjustment. Rule number one, when the sold option premium is doubling, then you have to exit. Most of the times it happens in the last day of the expiry. So when you see any doubling of expiry happening, then doubling of the option premium what is sold, then you have to exit. Similarly, in case any option premium which is melted with more than 70%, then exit and go to the next option strike price below that, where you will get almost the same premium what you are squaring off and what is receiving the premium. So let us see the example of today, what happened today. And any wherever the Nifty goes down, your loss only 3,000 rupees. But if the Nifty goes on the upside, then unlimited profit. This is a strategy. So how, what and all we have done today adjustment, we'll see that. So this is the where is it? Okay. So this is the adjustment what we done. If you see here, we sold two lots of okay. Another thing I want to mention is that on Thursday also I have taken one trade here. Okay, in the original video I mentioned about only Friday actually to take the trade on Friday. You can take on Thursday also, there is no problem. Thursday you will take the next week expiry, correct? So that's why you can take in case of Thursday it was 11,100 was the option pain, and Friday also same option pain. So double the trade we have taken, the same technique. And if you see here, the 129 rupees of option premium what we sold has become 32 rupees, which is almost 70%, 75% it got melted. So what we are doing is we are squaring of this position. And similarly here also two lots has been sold at 105 rupees. Here also 70% option premium got melted. So 33 rupees we are exiting here. Now go to the next level, 11,000. 11,000 is called, if you see here, it is exactly almost double. So here we are squaring off two lots, here square of two lots, total 4 lots we are squaring off, and we are selling only 2 lots. So the what your premium you are paying here, by when you are squaring off you have to pay the premium back. This is a premium, and when you are selling you will get the premium back. So you are getting almost what your premium paying and what your premium is paying, both are same almost. This will reduce. The advantage is that when the market comes down further, you will not see any premium diluting more actually, because 33 rupees will take time to dilute. Only on the last expiry day only you will see my premium going to 0. Otherwise you will not see premium coming down. Here also if you see 61 rupees you are selling here, then premium melting can happen fast. The total amount is same only. Now let us see what is the implication of this. And also today we are taking a trade where we are selling 11,000 call, because the premium that option pain is at 11,000 levels. So we are buying one call of 10,900, selling two lots of 11,000 call, and buying one lot of 11,100 call. So let us analyze the trade. If you see here, if you don't do the adjustment, that what I told you, 4 lots you are squaring off and you are shorting only 2 lots. That one is helping us to bring down the margin actually. If you see, only 65,000 is the margin required for this. And one more query some people are asking is that if you see there is a contra will be there, that you are buying one, selling is the 11,000 call, then you can contra, you can do the contra and have a net position. No need for having a separate broker to do this strategy. If you see here, maximum loss can be 3,800 rupees only. In this case already we have booked the profit of 14,000 and 10,000. So there is some loss is there, unbooked loss and unbooked profit. So what we can do is, when the market is going up, when the power of 2 is giving a buy signal, so now you have to mix and match the power of 2. Once we get a power of 2 signal, buy signal, then what you can do is whatever you have done short, you can buy also, average it out. 11,000 call, you can buy it out additionally and square off the position, so that you can improve the that level actually. Because what happens, our option pain is around 11,000 levels, there is chance that we will expire at around 11,000 levels and we can see a profit of only 3,000. Here the profit can boom only about 11,200 levels, the chances looks very high. So wherever there is the opportunity tomorrow to buy option, we can buy option here and average out, and we can improve the chance of making profitability. So tomorrow during the trading hours, I will update in the Telegram channel about this trade. So let's move on to the next one. So coming to the learning time, today we will see about learning about Ichimoku cloud. I'm sure many of you, at least 95% people, are aware of Ichimoku cloud, but if somebody is new, I'll just give you a briefing only. Okay, let us see here. So in Ichimoku cloud, there is 4 things here to know. This is span A, span B, you call, and this is called Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen. These 2 things are there. So let us see what is this. In case of major trend, this is called cloud. This is a cloud. The red line is, you can see, bearish cloud, and green is the bullish cloud. When the price is above this cloud, then it is bullish. When the price is below this cloud, then it's bearish. This is one thing you have to remember. Rule. Second rule, the minor trend. If you see Tenkan-sen, the blue line crossing the Kijun-sen, this is the brown line, you can see the Kijun-sen. When it crosses above, it is bullish. Whenever there is a crossover comes, it is bearish. Normally this gives an internal sign of the breakout or bullish bearish move in advance before breaking the cloud. If you see here, we got signal here already both together. Here in this case, we got signal here before moving above the cloud itself, and here also we are getting a signal here. In case any crossover comes, we get signal before itself. And you can see for Bank Nifty, if you see already we got a signal here, sell signal. If you don't see move about 22,000 levels, then it is going to be bearish, and we can break 20,000 levels also as per the Ichimoku cloud setup. So Ichimoku cloud setup is one of the very good systems where the only indicator overlay where you can see 52-day average, because normally the Gann midpoint, like midpoint is here also, the midpoint is there, where you can see that 52-day average, high and low average is plotted here. This no other indicator is giving this clue. That's the one advantage. Second thing is that it gives future cloud also. This future cloud becomes bearish when the market is going to go down. Once the price is going to start moving down below this, it will become red. So it gives an indication that future price trend is bearish for this instrument. Coming to the ADX, which you saw yesterday already, we learned some time back. Here if you see ADX is a black line which is giving a 12 is the ADX measurement, which indicates no strength at all. Though there is no strength in the trend at all. So even down move may not get much down move as expected, because we saw that 2,000 point move can come once we break 21,000 levels. This ADX is not giving indication of that actually. This ADX should move on the upside about 20, then only we can see some big down move. Anything fast, ferocious, you see like this here, where we are around 18 level and started moving on the upside to 64. So this kind of move, if you want to get it downside, then this ADX will give the indication for you whether it's going above 15, 20 like that. That's the time we will going to see good down move in case of Bank Nifty. In case of Nifty, if you see, the strength has become already weak actually. If you see ADX, now it has come to 37 levels. It was around 40 levels, now it has come to 37. This is the crossover. The DA plus crossover, DA minus crossover is about to happen here. So wait for the opportunity. Once we see this Kijun-sen 10,767, this level is broken, then more weakness can come in Nifty. If you see Reliance, just see the Reliance also same way. You can get a sell signal here. 1946 is the level where once we close below this level, then more weakness can come. So you have to look for the opportunity for shorting, more shorting in case of Reliance, because there is a chance that we can break the cloud also. As we mentioned earlier, the gap here, the 1,250 levels need to be filled at any moment. Possible that August, or it can take some time also, but it will get filled. What kind of news will pull down the Reliance so much is only time will tell you. Hope you like the video. Please subscribe and like the channel for more contents. Thank you so much.